Uh,
Hold on.
First of all, thank you. So first of all, once the link has been generated, you don't send the link to the students immediately. Why? Because the moment you send it, the class will get full. So you make sure you are ready
Okay.
first before you share the link. So once the link is being shared, we'll also generate a YouTube link because once the class is full, some people will have to go and stream it on YouTube. So,
Okay,
but,
exactly.
but before you get access to those ones, I'm sure we'll be doing the setup for you first. The one is just to come to class and lecture and go, at least for the first two classes, before we'd teach you how to set up and do all those things.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay. So I've done all the necessary things I need to do now, just to send the link and begin the class. So I'll introduce you. Some people are already streaming on YouTube. But anyways, I'm going to introduce you to the class. So please be ready.
All right, no problem.
All right. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Okay, but the class is holding here, right?
The class is what?
I said the class is holding here, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. Because I'm yet to see any one of them, so that's why I'm.
As I said, I've not sent the link.
Okay, okay, okay.
You need to get yourself ready first until you are ready before you send the link.
Okay.
Yes. So I need to prepare the material, check where the materials are, look for just get my basic things ready first.
Okay, and then you should be ready to also share what they call it, share your screen if need be.
Oh, when they join, we'll do other ones.
Okay, okay, okay. That's fine.
Problem. 1 minute. Okay, I think I'm good now. So let me share the link. Oh, um, good evening, guys. Please can you hear me?
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, sir.
Sir, I can hear you, sir.
Good evening, sir. I can hear you.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. It's been long I've heard from you guys, though. Actually, it's been quite, I think, a week. I don't think we met last week apart from Monday. I think we struggled with network on Monday. Yeah. People are not answering me. Oh.
We are angry.
You're angry.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What's making people angry?
Yes, sir.
What's making people angry?
Because we miss you, sir.
Oh,
We have missed you, sir.
oh, I'm blushing. Hey, since only Miss Amaka and Mr. Mohammed and Mrs. Me in this class. How for now?
I will miss you.
Oluwaye SFM.
We miss you, Baba Babalagba.
We missed you, sir.
Oluwaye Baba. The one and only
Jagaban of
SFM
FM.
guru.
The
Yes,
SFM
so
breaker.
yes, so yes, so
SFM guru. Ó tọ́jọ́ mẹ́ta, bàbá.
yes, so.
The Ogidiaga of
Because
SFM.
of you, I love SFM die.
You people in this class, Namata don't tire me. Yeah. No, Allah, I'm very sorry. I had a whole lot, a crazy week. But I'm here now. Thank you guys very much. Oh yeah. Now, first of all, like I said, very sorry for not reaching out. I think somebody even called me always and decided to check up on me. That's very sweet. I don't know the ladies in this class, but you know, saying a woman now. I don't say no man, but no one.
Size me, oh.
Oh, Mr. Maka, thank you. She just called me.
Now you don't pass without to.
Now, woman, they read question for class now.
Abio, she said she just wanted to check up on me if I was fine. I'm like, oh, that was so sweet.
Let us not disturb you with our heavy voice. Let woman call you for us.
I beg, it's good like that. Now for her to waiting, they do me.
More especially for women.
Thank you. Now for her to waiting, they do me. But thank you for allowing the ladies to call. Thank you guys very much. So I'm fine. I'm good. It was just a whole lot of week. But anyways, let's pick up from where we stopped. Now, before I continue, let me say two things, or three things, or more than two or three things. First of all, it's not news that we're actually way behind. It's not a news that we're actually far behind, but yeah, we are behind. That's number one. And in respect, okay, before this, we are way behind. I'll talk about it soon, but before, let me hold on to it first. And second thing I want to tell you guys is, now, please, have we started reading? This is September 15th. Exam is November. Practically, you have just 1 month. Or for you and for me, we have just 1 month, because I should finish my classes, say, October 15 or October 20 for SFM. Then we would now pick, then we'll most likely do revision or something. Now, what I want to do, or majorly things I will do for those revisions, is those pilot questions that I can't drop. Although I've not started, I'm not even going to lie, but I plan to solve them myself. Then those are just basically the questions I would explain in the revision. Then I would also I'll add more questions. Definitely, that's definite. I'll add more questions to that. And I will solve the questions that of all the questions. I think it was 2 pilot questions. So we'll solve, I think, about seven questions. That's 14. And I'll add more questions. See, those are the ones that we'll solve for exam, that's for revision, anyways. But I need us to start solving our pathfinders already. Let me tell you, I love you guys for this diet here because we are friends, we are good friends. And another thing I love you guys, I think I mentioned it before, the fact that previous diet, by this time of the diet, classes would have started reducing. Would have been reducing to Miss Blessing. I can hear you. I'm not audible, okay? Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes,
Very well.
sir.
Very well.
Okay, so Miss Blessing, I think it's from your hand. So I said that. Now, what was I saying? I don't forget. But I was saying that
About us reading.
Last diet.
Okay, so I was saying, thank you. So I was saying that last diet students, the classes would have been reducing by now. But you guys are still always on track. The 100 is still always complete. People are still always streaming on YouTube, which is brilliant. So I love you guys for that. But what I would say is, 1 minute, please. But what I would say is, even regardless, you guys still need to start reading. You guys need to start solving questions. Okay, what led me to it is, I know I've not been responding to 1 or 2 texts on my other number, but nobody has actually sent me a Pathfinder question. Are you guys not solving it? Please solve Pathfinder questions and send if you are stuck. You are free. Please solve questions. That I know I've told you guys before that mistakes that are made now can easily be corrected. If you start, there's still time, but if you start making mistakes from say October, there's high probability and high chance that you carry that mistake to exam hall. High chance that you carry that mistake to exam hall. So please start reading, start solving questions. Is I can Chin. So as I was saying, I said that please start reading, start solving questions. Like I promised you guys from the very, very beginning, it does not change. I will try everything in my power to actually to make you pass. But I only try. It's you that will decide if you want to pass or not. So try as much as possible, solve questions, read your books, and you pass. So now, from the top of my head, I'm sure that we've done topics like Introduction to Strategic Financial Management. We've done all this treasury department, all this treasury cost center, profit center, spoken about all those things. From there, we've spoken about cost of capital. From cost of capital, we spoke about everything under cost of capital. From there, we'll move to what's the name? Capital. But anyways, please or buy or more. We moved to capital investment decisions, where we've spoken about the basic NPV, the advanced NPV, where we spoke about the NPV, the IRR, the MIRR. We also spoke about what else did we speak about there? All the inflation and the likes. We spoke about APV, but have we completed our APV? I think we have 1 or 2 more questions on APV. Have we completed our APV? I'm asking the class, have we completed?
We have 1 more question to solve.
Okay. So but we have done APV, so we just have 1 question to solve on APV, which is fine. So then we started mergers and acquisition and business valuation from my own part. Then from Mr. Timmy's part, I think you guys have started edging. I don't really know what you guys are doing there, but sorry, I've not been following. But I know you guys have started edging. You've done risk management. The last one I saw was futures. Exactly. So I know you guys are moving, but we are still a little bit slow. But anyways, after this business valuation, we'll do portfolio theory and other ones that we can lay our hands on. But me talking about us being way behind or being what's the name? Being slow and being way behind was what prompted a decision. So we actually decided to bring maybe 2 more lecturers on board, just to help us move a little bit faster. But I only have 1 year with me. But we've actually decided, since Mr. Idris is having issues, so we actually brought 2 lecturers on board, but I only have 1 with me here. So I'm going to let me introduce your lecturer to you. I think you'll be handling Wednesday classes, but you can switch now. You guys understand, but I think you'll be handling Wednesday classes for now. Please welcome Mr. Sheriff. Mr. Sheriff, please, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
So thank you. So class, please help me welcome Mr. Sheriff. He's going to be handling
Welcome, sir.
Wednesday class.
Thank you very much.
Welcome,
Thank you.
Okay, welcome. Welcome, sir.
Thank you. Nice meeting
We are
you.
pleased to have you, sir.
Same here. Thank you.
You are
Thank you.
welcome, sir. I hope you will love men's
Thank you.
voice. You will battle us well. I hope you love men's voice.
No problem. Don't worry. I'm saying you love already. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Sheriff. So it will most likely you people cannot keep small secrets. Small secret that I kept in you people's hand. People have exposed it. No one, you people should keep it up. Anyway, thank you very much, Mr. Sheriff. So you guys will be hearing more from Mr. Sheriff. Maybe in his class, he want to do how he wants to take his classes, the topics he wants to take, and everything he needs to tell you guys. In his class, you guys will talk about that most likely on Wednesdays. But any other updates will definitely be passed across. That being said, I actually plan to start this class by 8, but I just wanted to do all of this on time within the first 30 minutes before I start my class. But I think I've actually maximized the time enough. So while we're doing, let's get in touch, or let's start with what we have to do today. Now, but before I continue, because I'm a nice person and you people know I'm a nice person, I'm going to juggle our memory back a little bit. Just I know it's been long that you have done mergers and acquisition and business valuation, so I'm going to try to just juggle your memory and there, so that you guys would remember. Hold on, let me see if I can find our working notes. If I can find our working notes, I don't think I have it here anyways. But if you do, please 1 minute. I've been trying to look for it since, but I don't think I have it. I'm coming. Okay. I have a lot of things to do. Working notes. Please 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. Don't even know where it can be. So okay, let me check it for me. F for Kambale. Hello for Kambale. Please somebody help me check. Okay, found it. So our last class was on 6th of September. Wow. Now, I've seen the working note now, so I can. So now let me juggle, like I said, let me juggle you guys' memory back a little on business valuation. Please, my amazing women, permission to fire on, please.
Permission granted, sir.
Thank you.
We are solidly behind you.
Thank you very much.
What's into your head? Move on.
Okay, so let's start. Don't tell me you cannot see my screen. I'm just explaining to you from the top of my head first. Let's blow the grammar first. Now, I've explained mergers and acquisition. It's just theory. I told you guys to go and read that part already. And as a serious student that wants to write this direct exam, I don't know about the ones that don't want to write it though. I expect that you have read all the theoretical part of business valuation. You have checked I can pass questions. You've seen the way the mergers and acquisition, the theory parts. You see the way it's been asked. And I told you guys that mergers and acquisition is different from business valuation. They just link. Renting house is different from staying in the house. But you obviously have to pass through the process of renting the house first before you stay in the house. That is how business valuation and mergers and acquisition works. Mergers and acquisition is like a theoretical part that leads to business valuation, because before you merge or before you acquire, you obviously want to value what you want to go and merge with or what you want to go and acquire with. This is not, I've told you guys, but you guys are not biochemists. You are not microbiologists. You don't do things blindly. You cannot just go and merge without valuing the business or without valuing the company you want to go and merge with. You don't just acquire. You don't just buy for the sake of buying. Maybe if you are Dangote. I don't even think Dangote buys for the sake of buying. You don't just buy because you want to buy. You need to value. So all those things were coming from mergers and acquisition, then they led to business valuation. So if you want to write this diet, November diet that is starting maybe November 16, I expect that you've read all those mergers and acquisition already. If you have not, you are staying on you are on your own. Now, for the business valuation part. Now, in summary, what business valuation simply means is you trying to value a business, you trying to value an organization, you trying to value a company. Give you a scenario. Access Bank. For me, I feel like Access Bank is one of the most inorganic bank I've seen in my life. There is nothing that is organic about them. I don't even think their staffs are organic. I'm sorry if you work in Access Bank. But like it's just the basic truth, because most of only Access Bank, the bank that they've bought, only them, you go reach like 5 or 6. Any small bank, buy. Any small bank, buy. But it's fine. It has helped them grow. I feel like they are one of the top banks in Nigeria right now. So yeah. But anyways, where I'm going to is before they buy those banks, before they acquire those diamond banks, they obviously did a business valuation first. That is, they valued the business they want to buy. Now, according to strategic financial management, you can only use, or you should only use, or you would only use, don't go and use the one that's more than that. You can only use 3 methods to value a business. According to strategic financial, listen, quote me, according to strategic financial management. Nobody that will now go do another thing for SBR or CR. You can't attack me that Mr. Idris in SBR said you can I don't know about that one. One of you two called me one time, was asking me SBR question. As how do you think I will know it? Asking me good question. Say, how do you get reporting period? I think all these ones are big. All those SBR things, they are boring. The group account, I beg. It's NCI. Let's talk finance. Let's talk real life. Those ones still are real life though. But anyways, to me, they are dry. They are boring. You should go and face your SBR. Don't call me. If you have SFM problem or FM problem, you can call me. But SBR tax, I leave it for you people. So as I was saying that according to SFM, they've told us to teach you, or you've been asked to learn 3 methods of valuing a business. The first one is using your asset-based approach. The second one is using your income-based approach. Then the third one is using your free cash flow-based approach. Now let me break it down. What it means is, if you're using your asset-based approach, what we are basically telling you is, if you want to value a business, you should, or you can value a business using the assets they have. But you people did not meet it. That is, value a business with the assets that are available, that the organization that you want to invest or that you want to merge, or that just the assets that they have. Value the business using those assets. That is what we call asset-based approach. The other one is income-based approach. What income-based approach is saying is, value a business with their earnings. Value a business with the money that is coming in. Value a business with their income. Don't forget that income, obviously, earnings also have dividend in it. It also has dividend in it. So value a business using their earnings or using their dividend, as long as it's income related. That is what income-based approach is saying. Then the last method is saying that, what are you people doing? Why are you valuing a business using assets? Why are you valuing a business using income? That income, let's use that. You know that you can, okay, the last one I said, okay, why don't we just use a cash flow? That is money that is coming in and money that is going out. That is better suited to value a business. That's the one that led to the third method, which is the free cash flow method. So we have the asset based, we have the income based, and we have the free cash flow based method. Now, come again. For the what's the name? For the asset based approach, there are 4 methods, or there are 4 methods under the asset based approach. We have the net asset basis, or let me say 4 bases rather. So we have the net asset basis, we have the replacement basis, we have the realizable basis, then we have the liquidation basis. Now, in exam, if you guys want to eat jackpot, or if you are the kind of person that when your boyfriend breaks up with you and you will say, you will off your clothes. I know some of you can relate. You off your clothes and you will not tell that, you will not swear, and you will now, you know that your mouth is a mouth of, how would I say it? It's a mouth of, I say it come to pass. That anything you say used to come to pass. That if you tell that boy that broke your heart that from today you will not see a fine girl like me again, and that boy will not meet any fine girl again. If you know you are like that, say it now that in your exam you should see asset-based approach. It's not only bad things that you'll be using your ashe mouth to say, that you'll be using your come true mouth to say. Use your mouth to say good things too. Say today, I'm talking to you, give me asset-based approach in my business valuation. Sharp, you qualify in here. People should change your orientation. Not be only bad things that they talk good things too. Why am I saying it? If they give you asset-based approach, you have passed it now. You guys don't understand. You have passed it. Why? Because asset-based approach is one of the simplest method or simplest approaches you can have in business valuation. I would say the simplest. Fine. I said the net asset basis. Net asset basis, the way is in your balance sheet, the way is in your statement of financial position, the way it is in your question. Go and copy it and go and paste your answer. That's your answer. People don't believe. It's called net asset now, asset-based. The first one is net assets. That is your net asset in your statement of financial position. That is your total asset minus your total liabilities now. If some people or a smart student can actually even just go and copy all the items in the equity. Just copy all the items in the equity and put it there. It will still work now. Should be your total asset minus your total liabilities, give you equity. So if you take that thing, put it there, it would work. Or take all your total assets, subtract from your total liabilities, it will still give you the way it is in the question. Just go and do copy and paste. Bam, that one has gone. That's for net assets. The other one is for realizable. For realizable basis. Now the way the question works is they will now give you another figure. Say, okay, they will give you story. They will now say, can you they have figures for realizable. That is, maybe some items in the asset part or in the liabilities part. Maybe they want to replace them. They can say they want to replace their furniture and fittings. Say, no figure for the replacement is 72,000. Say they want to replace their liabilities as well. Say the new figure is 20,000. Just go and replace those new figures that they give you with those ones in the statement of financial position. Just go and replace it, then get your net asset. All the figures that is given to you for liquidation, for replacement, for realizable, just go and use ones with the ones in the financial position. That is all on asset base. All. I think we have a question in our question bank that we'll look at. That's that for that. Then for income base is divided into three. We have the earnings based. I'm talking about income based approach, divided into dividend valuation method, price earnings yield, and also the last one, earnings yield. Also, I've given you guys the formula. It's just the formula that we use for our cost of capital, which is for dividend valuation is DO open bracket 1 plus G close the bracket over your cost of equity minus your goods. Am I speaking Japanese? Am I saying anything you guys don't know?
Yes, so
which one you don't know for the year?
we don't know.
In the material you shared.
It's not in the
minus growth, a plus growth. Sorry.
It's in the material you shared.
Please repeat the
method of I don't talk all these things before now. Just small last week. You have forgotten. We said it last week now. Last week Monday. I be last week.
You did not forget, sir. You did not forget.
For dividend valuation, formula for dividend valuation is DO 1 plus growth over KE minus G. Somebody's even saying is it KE plus G plus where? Asao. It's KE minus G. And I've told you, let me share my screen and tell you something. This is the problem. You people don't used to read, and you people don't used to take note of something. Let me tell you something. There are some formulas that you don't need to cram. Why don't you need to cram? Because there is a, how would I say it? There's a pattern, or there's where it came from. Now, let me show you guys something. If you want to do our cost of capital, for cost of capital formula, tell me cost of capital formula. I want to get my cost of equity using dividend valuation. They ask now.
With growth or without DO into bracket 1 plus G bracket close market value of
1 plus G.
Over what?
Market value.
Market value.
Market value SD.
Plus growth.
Plus G. Plus G.
This formula. If you went to good school, you did not go to the kind of school that I went to. you went to good school, all this good name, if you know mathematics, you will know that if you cross formula, I say cross formula, instead don't they talk rubbish. If you cross multiply and you make market value subject of formula, what it gives you is, if you went to good school, if you went to good school, no be that one where we say, go they come by after 9, close by 11. That one no be school. So if you went to good school, you know that if you cross multiply, you make market value subject of formula, it gives you something like this. So this is where that particular formula is. This is where it came from. SFM is sweet. These formulas are not coming from heaven. This formula is what led to this. We just make market value subject of formula, then KE minus G. So this is your dividend valuation formula. If this is how to get your market value, use dividend valuation. It's the same thing for earnings. If you want to use earnings yield, do you know what that is different? Is if you want to use your PE ratio, because PE ratio now is equal to your market value. Your market value is equal to PE ratio times your earnings. This is what it gives you. So basically, this is just what this is for income base. Now, for everything I know, income base is the one that you should not pay for. You know, we know me, I will not lie to you. Income base is the one that you should not pay for. Income base is actually very simple. But why you should not pay for it is examiner. If it's asset based, you would know. If it's free cash flow, you will know. But when it comes to income based, examiner will not tell you that I use dividend valuation, use earnings. It's you that will now use your street OT. It's you that will now use your orientation and say, oh, okay, we have this is what they are talking about. It's just based on the question, where the question is focused on, that you now use to determine or use to know the one that you are supposed to do. Are you supposed to use dividend valuation? Are you supposed to use price earnings yield? Now let me tell you the little trick on how to know. Little trick. Watch out for the one that is growing. Or watch out for the ones that they are being spoken about a lot. Usually the one that is growing anyways. Only if there is no growth there. The one that is going, if they blah blah blah, the dividend is going to go by, just know that you're supposed to use dividend valuation. But earnings is going to mean that you're supposed to use earnings value, earnings yield. But for PE ratio, obviously, you see PE ratio in the question now. So you will know that is what you're supposed to use. That's for that. Then the last one is for your free cash flow method. For your free cash flow, there's a format for your free cash flow method. So for the free cash flow, it's divided into two. We have the free cash flow to firm, and we have the free cash flow to equity. Yes, free cash flow to firm and free cash flow to equity. So these are the formats for free cash flow to firm. All these items, most of them will be provided for you in the question. Just get your profit before interest and tax, charge your tax to it, charge your tax on it, add back your deposit. It's just like your normal cash flow that you guys used to do in that boring SBR now. Add back your depreciation. If there's increase in working capital, go and get your working capital. What are the items of working capital? Get your receivables, your payables, your inventory, if they have accrual or if they have prepayment. Those are the 5 items of working capital that I know. I don't know if you guys know any other one. But anyways, usually payables, receivables, and inventory. Those are the common ones. So check if there's increase, if there's decrease, so anyone that you have, if there's increase in working capital, you less it. If there's decrease, you add it back. Then capital expenditure. I hope you guys have not forgotten the way we used to do capital expenditure in CR or FR, where you do previous year. You say add back depreciation. You say subtract new year, then you get. Some of you that used to do garbage in, garbage out. Maybe maybe this year you go feel them. See so some of you that did not read very well. But I hope you understand what I'm saying. That you say previous year, add back depreciation, subtract current year, you get your value of capital expenditure. That's exactly what you will do here to also get your value of capital expenditure using free cash flow. So that's that for that. That's for free cash flow to company or free cash flow to firm. But for free cash flow to equity, now this is the way it works. You can decide to start from here if you want to do. What I'm saying is we have not done option pricing, no. Wow. Okay. Free cash flow to equity. So what I'm saying is you can decide to start from all this. Like you can decide to start from this. They get your free cash flow to company. Then if you don't want to start with your free cash flow to equity, You could now start from the answer you got here. See, that's why free cash flow to company is here. You will now less interest. If you have your loan debit repayment, you less it. Proceed from debt issue, you add it back. Then that's your free cash flow to equity. But if you don't want to do free cash flow to company first, you can also go through this other one. It's not different. See. People will just be shouting. I know some of you will be shouting. Understand what you are saying. It's not different. It's the same thing. The only thing that is different from free cash flow to equity and free cash flow to firm is interest. Because for free cash flow to firm, you don't charge interest, but free cash flow to equity, you remove interest. Can you say interest expense from your PBIT? You remove your interest first. But for free cash flow to firm, you don't charge your interest. That's the only thing that is different. I hope I'm making sense. If you're supposed to use free cash flow to firm, you will not subtract interest, but in free cash flow to equity, you subtract interest. That's the only difference. Some of you are already shouting that what am I saying? What am I saying? So you can decide to use anyone that's comfortable. Just know that if you are doing your free cash flow to equity, you subtract your interest. But if you are doing free cash flow to firm, you will not subtract your interest. But note, people know that when I shout note, you don't be that. But note, that is not the only thing that is different. It cannot be the only thing that is different. Now, how will it be? Free cash flow to firm and free cash flow to equity, are they the same thing? Free cash flow to the old company and free cash flow to equity holders, are they the same thing? Whenever you want to discount your free cash flow to equity, you cannot use your WACC now, because WACC is your weighted average cost of capital. So you cannot use WACC. What I'm saying is, if you want to discount your free cash flow to equity, discount your free cash flow to equity with your cost of equity, and discount your free cash flow to firm or free cash flow to company with your weighted average cost of capital. Eba. Miss Amaka, Eba. No be you. Hold on. Miss Amaka.
Yes, sir. Oba.
Oba what? I beg. Miss Amaka, leave me.
I have a question. No.
You say na Uber. You better go and learn.
Not Uber.
You go and learn Yoruba. You don't want to learn language of God. No one. Anyways, so note that, please. That's where those are some pitfalls. Pitfall none that I can use to set for you. What I said is, if you want to discount your free cash flow to firm or free cash flow to company, you can use your weighted average cost of capital. But if you want to discount your free cash flow to equity, you discount it with your cost of equity. Now, and I also said something where I said that because I'm a nice person, there are 5 questions, or there are 5 major questions that may have noticed that I can use to ask when it comes to what's the name? When it comes to business valuation. They can ask you to calculate synergy. They ask to calculate net benefit to shareholders. They ask to calculate acquisition premium, maximum price, and minimum price. And I give you formula for all of them. And I explained synergy to you guys before. I'm not explaining it again. But synergy, simply, the formula for synergy is your post-acquisition value of combined companies. What I'm saying is, get the value of the combined companies after they've acquired. Subtract it from your pre-acquisition value of individual company. That's your synergy. For net benefit to shareholders, it's synergy minus acquisition premium. Then acquisition premium, how do you not get acquisition premium? Acquisition premium is your purchase consideration minus your value of target company. Who is the target company? I'm asking the class. Who is the target company, or what is the target company?
A proxy.
The company they want to acquire. Some that they want to acquire.
A company of interest.
The company that or the acquiree. Why the predator companies?
The company that want to acquire a target company.
The acquirer.
Okay. 1 minute, please. I'm coming now. I'm coming now. I'm trying to send something. 1 minute. And you people cannot vex for me. Or you people can vex for me. They've been listening. So So you will now, for maximum price, you do value of combined company minus value of predator company. But for minimum price is the value of target company. What that means is the value of the company that they want to acquire. Obviously, now you cannot accept more than your value. Abi, what am I saying? You cannot accept less than your value. That's the minimum price. That is what if when Access Bank wanted to buy Diamond Bank, if Diamond Bank value that time was, let's say, 1 million or 2 million, do you think you would have accepted 1,999,000? You wouldn't now, because it felt like it's lower than its total value. Now, somebody asked me this question one time in a physical class, that who actually does the valuation? Is it the target company or is the predator company? Then what I told the person was, or what my answer was, it can be anybody, or it would even be both of them. Just calm down and read the question and understand what you're supposed to do. Because the target company will also value, and the predator company will also value. Why is the predator company valuing? He wants to value so that he knows his purchase consideration. So that he knows the amount that he's supposed to pay, or so that he just knows the value of the company he wants to go and buy. Then the target company will also value, so that he will know that, okay, this is my value, so that they don't price me lower. So usually both of them does the exact valuation. Now, so these are some of those things that you might need to learn. But what else? Now, before we start reading questions, let me take question. See what? Before we start reading question, let me take question. Do you guys think I should turn to a rapper? Maybe I should leave this accounting thing, make I go the rap. Money did you. Oh yeah. Question. Mr. Maka, talk to me.
Okay. That's interest. When you were talking about free cash flow to equity and firm, the interest there, is it the interest that will be given in the profit or loss account, or we're going to compute it? Because I saw you have post-tax interest. Can you throw more light on that?
Jay, you don't know that light has cost like this. They don't use to throw light anyhow. Unit like this is not expensive. Before you throw, you go first calm down. Anyways, it could be they can give you, that they would give you a profit or loss, like give you a proper profit or loss. Give you a proper profit or loss. Once they give you a profit or loss, obviously there will be interest in the profit or loss, or they should be interested in the profit or loss. So that's the profit or loss you would use. Or I've seen an SCCA question where they tried to be smart. So what they did was they gave you what was the name? You know that thing that we used to do now, that thing that we're doing in cost of capital, where what's the name? Where they would give you, they can say 6%, they will say loan, they don't say 6% debenture. Do you get? What they just told you there is that interest. In that scenario I just said now, what is the interest in that question? Assuming the debenture is 1 million, they say 6% debenture. What is the interest? I'm asking you.
6%.
6% of 1 million.
6% of 1 million is your interest. I saw a question earlier, they were just trying to be smart, but that's just basically what they were trying to do. So, but like most ICANN questions I've seen, they will give you the interest in the profit or loss, just subtract it.
Okay, I'll just deduct tax from that interest amount, Abi?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, sir.
Oh, good. Law. Okay.
Olo, sir. Olo.
Oh, yeah, please, do I have any other question, please? Ask me. Ask me. Okay, in the absence of no question, let's solve then. I hope we'll have a question bank. Okay. Yeah. Somebody help us with this first this question longer. Yeah, somebody see this question from your big. I know get strength. Somebody should read question now.
Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Can I proceed?
So me cannot be that be.
Illustration 1.
Mr. Joshua,
First Bank PLC.
Hey, I'm with you now.
Okay. First Bank PLC is a commercial bank incorporated in Nigeria in the early 2000s. The head office of the bank is situated in Lagos and has a network of branches in all states of the Federation. The objective of First Bank are maximization of shareholders' wealth and provision of efficient retail and corporate banking service to its individual and corporate customers. These have been achieved over the past years. Recently, the federal government, through Central Bank of Nigeria, revised the minimum capital of banks. This condition forced all banks to offer to members of the public their ordinary shares for subscriptions. First Bank PLC, in line with this directive, offered its shares to the public. However, it only succeeded in increasing its capital base substantially, although this still falls below the required amount. The only option that is open to First Bank PLC, if it wants to remain in business, is to merge with another bank in good track record. The bank which comes to mind is Dundee Bank PLC, which incidentally managed Dundee Bank PLC, which incidentally managed to increase its share capital to 10 billion naira. The board of First Bank PLC is considering making an offer to Dundee Bank PLC. The offer is to fake the form of merger on a shares for shares exchange basis. This new bank to be formed is to be called Assured Bank PLC. Extract from the most recent account of two banks are given below. Balance sheet, all figures assumed to be correct. Both companies retain the same portion of profit each year and are expected to do so in the future. While First Bank dividends are expected to grow by 12%, those of Dundee Bank are expected to grow by 4% per annum. After the merger, in 1 year time, Assured Bank PLC will retain 60% of its earning, and post-merger dividend growth rate is expected to be 10%. The dividends of both companies have been paid. The required rate of return of the ordinary shareholder of First Bank PLC is 15%, and that of Dundee Bank is 12%. After merger, this will alter to 14%. Required. What is the type of integration anticipated by First Bank PLC called? B. If the merger is to take place immediately, calculate market value of two banks per merger. Second question, maximum price First Bank will pay Dundee Bank PLC. That's all.
Please, is it one question you read a bit too?
One, sir.
The person they cook beans safe going good on. Why is that question that long? But anyways, thank you very much, madam. Thank you very, very much. Let's break the question down a little. Let me ask the class. What is the target? Like who or what is the target bank? I mean target company.
Dundee Bank PLC.
Dundee PLC.
Dundee PLC is the target. Who is the predator?
First
Bank.
After combination, what are they going to be called?
Assured Bank PLC.
Assured Bank PLC. Thank you very much. Now, based on your own school of thought or based on my previous explanation, let me ask, are we going to use asset-based method?
Income-based method.
That's not what I asked.
No.
Are we going to use asset-based method?
No, sir.
No.
Okay. Because we don't have we have balance sheet fine, but we don't have total assets, we don't have
Total assets and total liability.
We don't have those ones. They did not even give us value for liquid. And I told you if it was asset-based method, the question would have told you, but so it's not asset-based. Now, free cash flow is also obviously not free cash flow because the question did not also tell us to use free cash flow. Now, we all agree it's income-based. Now, what part of income-based is it? Is it a dividend valuation? Is it income? Is it earnings yield, or is it PE ratio?
Dividend valuation.
Dividend valuation.
Why?
You mentioned the growth rate for dividend of 10%.
Is the growth is the one that is
So we
growing.
check out for the growth.
Thank you very
And
much.
the dividend was 2.5.
So, based on the question, the dividend is the one growing. So, since dividend is the one growing, is expected or it should be a dividend valuation method. So, for people that have read, okay, now before I even move on, let me even know if I'll end the class here, I will continue. The first answer, the first question, what is the answer? If you don't know the answer, I'll finish the class. So that's the end. What type of integration is it?
Share for share.
Share for share care. No be me teach you that one, no. That one for share for share. Bow.
Horizontal.
Horizontal integration.
Why is it horizontal, please?
Horizontal.
Because they are
Because they are
on
the
the
same
same
line
line
of
of
They are in the
business.
same line of business.
The same chain of distribution or something.
If it was vertical, what would they have? What's the meaning of vertical integration?
Different
Acquiring when a company acquire a supplier.
Company and supplier, customer and
Supplier and customer.
Supplier and customer.
When you decide to absorb the supplier.
Okay, oh, people are reading. You are reading small. So, anyways, so is a horizontal measure. It's a horizontal measure. Why is it an horizontal measure? An horizontal measure because they are in the same line of business and they are in the same stages of production. First Bank and Dundee Bank. This is practically what is happening in real life, where federal government has increased their capital. Before you people know, I'm sure by the end of this year, most of them cannot meet that requirement. You will see lots of bank mergers next year. We are already even hearing is that this one wants to collapse, this one wants to collapse. So there will be a whole lot. I'm sure Access Bank is already doing a whole lot of valuations at this period because now them like the bye-bye. So I'm sure Access Bank is already doing a lot of valuation, although the capital is much for everybody though. But I'm sure. So that's just what is happening in real life. So it's an horizontal measure. That's the first one. So let's answer our questions. So what's today's data bag?
15th of September.
15th of September 2025. So this is solution to question. Solution to question bank. Yeah. Solution to question bank. Oh yeah, what's the name of the company, please?
First Bank
First Bank
PLC.
PLC.
You should know that. Okay, I should not be telling you. You guys are professional students now. I should not be telling you guys that you must write the name of your company. If I was teaching foundation students now. But you guys are big boys and big girls. Oh yeah. So so you say A. Horizontal measure, abi? Horizontal measure. Yeah, what do you say we should calculate will be?
Maximum price.
Is B maximum price? No, market value of the two banks.
Of the two banks before merger. Yes, sorry, market value and maximum.
Market value of the two banks. So what they mean is okay. So what this means is calculate market value of First Bank. Also calculate market value of
Dundee.
and also Dundee. Okay. So before merger. So you now say using what? Say using dividend
Valuation
valuation
method.
method. No, this is my method. Get us. I'm just do this. So please let me call people that call figures for me, please, so that I don't have a loss. So I don't have a rowdy class. So Miss Esther, thank you very much for reading that question. Please, do you have calculator there? Miss Esther, do you have calculator?
Sir, yes.
Okay, so you call figure for me. Miss Fetia, regular customer. Yeah, you call figure for me. Who is there again? Marvelous Ifewumi. Marvelous Ifewumi.
Yes, sir.
So now. Okay, dear, are you about chime in this class? I will fight.
Again now.
Miss Amaka.
You are the one that called him now.
He raised
Yes,
up his
sir.
hand now, and
I'm
his name is,
here. I'm here.
and his name is Marvelous. I thought he was a serious person. Miss Amaka, please, you call figure for me. So Amaka, Esther, Fitia, Adioti. So please, you guys will call figures for me. Thank you very much. Oh yeah. So using dividend valuation method, so you say your market value equals to, what's that formula again? DO. Say DO 1 plus G over what? Your KE minus G. Abi? Oh, yeah. So let's start with First Bank. So you now say First Bank. So what's the dividend of First Bank? I cannot hear you guys.
1080.
1080. 10,080.
People should be calling figures like accountants. Which one be 1080? As how? All figures very well now. What's the growth rate? What's the growth rate?
12%.
0.12. What's our cost of equity?
12%.
It is a lot you're using. What's our cost of equity?
15%. 15%.
15%.
But please, can you zoom this screen? It's too small now.
You people should not do this. Oh, don't forget who is in class. I'm begging you with the name of God. If you have any just raise up your hand. I'm begging. Thank you very much. What's my answer?
You still get Shakara.
If you easy, go chapter now. I beg you should not even allow me talk. Yeah, what's my answer? What's the one on top, I beg?
1209.6.
1209.6. What do I have down here? What did that man say I should do? Say,
0.03.
What's the value of First Bank?
40,320.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So do the same thing for what's the name?
Dundee.
Dundee Bank Plc.
So you say Dundee Bank. Oh yeah. So what's their dividend?
1,155.
1,155. Is it the same growth rate?
4%.
Same cost of equity, yeah?
12%.
What do I have here? Yeah, what do I have?
1201.2.
Yeah, go.
0.08.
What's the valuation of Dundee Bank?
15,015.
15,000.
015.
You don't finish, oh. Like, pass like this. I'm not even joking. It's not more than this. These things are simple. SFM is actually very simple. You guys just need to calm down, understand what they want you to do. See, that question alone, the fact that a student does not even know the method that he's supposed to use, that's the first problem. Because you will not know what to use. You will not go and be setting question for yourself. They need to calculate value of them. They've given you dividend, giving you all the information. ICANN exam is simple. SFM particularly is because most of the information needed are in the question. You guys don't just know where it is, but they are in the question. This is what it asks you to calculate, though. Yeah, C part. What do you say we should do for C?
Maximum price First Bank PLC will pay Dundee Bank PLC.
Maximum price. What's the formula for maximum price?
Value of combined
Value of
company
business.
value of predator.
Value of meaning.
Combined company
minus value of the predator company.
Now, let me tell you something. Do you guys know that this is an icon question, first of all? But you know, this examiner was nice. Why did I say so? Some examiners, some questions or some diets will be very hard, but examiner was basically trying to help you. Why did I say that? Do you know that this examiner splitted this mark? Although he splitted it, but he still did not do it. But regardless, he splitted the mark. Why did I say so? If he did not give you this option for you to calculate market value of the two banks, he will still calculate it regardless. Why? Because if you want to do your maximum price, you will need the value of the combined company now. So some examiners could just come here and put maximum price because you would still go through this process, calculate these two, add them together before. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it does not really mean the examiner was just basically trying to be very nice. Was just basically trying to be very, very nice. That is why that's why he just told you to calculate value of individual companies first, because he knows that when you want to calculate when you want to calculate maximum price, you need the value of predator company, and which is what you've done here. So he was just trying to play around it. But anyways, let's go. So value of combined company. What value of combined company is simply saying is, okay, now that we have decided to now merge together, what is our value? Don't forget that this is the value of individual. This is individual. This is individual. And when they merge, they will be called assured bank. So what we are now saying is, okay, when we now merge, what is our value? Now, let me give you guys another trick when it comes to how to check questions on mergers and acquisition. According to, based on experience, all the informations that will first be provided for you will be for individual companies. The last informations that will be provided will be for combined companies. That is, after they've merged. So they'll first give information for maybe First Bank, give information for Dundee Bank. You'll now give information for when they combine together. So don't be expecting. So if I were you in exam, if I'm looking for information for Dundee Bank or for Assured, when they combine together, I'm not expecting them to be here because all the information here about First Bank. This is story about First Bank. This is still story about them. Both companies retain blah 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 because they've not told you that they've merged yet. But you see this was announced after the merger. So any information I'm looking for would be around there. So please learn how to check questions as well. So you know that all the information you are looking for the combined company would be around here. So let's go. So I will now come here. Then you will now say value of combined company. So let's calculate value of combined company first. Come on, I'm not balanced. So you now say value of combined from where?
I thought so. Yeah, I love us.
Later now people will say I'm bad. Like, is this nice? Bad moss. Now, wow. I think I will be removing us, but let's continue anyways. So value of combined companies. Oh yeah. So now we are still going to use dividend valuation based on the question. So you still say using dividend valuation. So let me still copy it. So now what is the dividend for the combined company? What's dividend for combined company?
I'm going to add
40% of the profit.
10% growth.
We're going to add
40% of the combined profits, sir.
Profit after.
So 40% of the earnings. Okay. They said that bank will retain 60% of its earnings. It means 40% is dividend. Okay. So what is their earnings now? Since they will retain 60%. So you will now come here. You will now say calculation of earnings. So you now say First Bank. So what's First Bank earnings? What's the First Bank?
3 to
3
to 40.
3 to 40. What's Dundee? So Dundee Bank.
1540.
1540.
What's the sorry, Diana. So what's the total? What's the total earnings?
780. 4,780.
So you'd say 4,780. Okay, so this is your total earnings now. So we said is now yeah, so 40% of it. So you now say post-merger. You now say post-merger dividend. Sorry, dividend is equals to 40% of what? 4,780. What do I have?
1,912.
1,912. Yeah. So we can calculate our post-merger value now. So you now say, therefore, please be using big grammar. Okay, don't let me. Don't be using grammar in your exam. So let the examiner know that you know. So therefore, thereafter, because of don't use because of, but shall use grammar and compose your work very well. So you now say, therefore, post-merger value is equals to the dividend, which is 1912. What's the growth rate?
10%.
0.10. What's the cost of equity?
14%.
0.14 minus 0.10. What do I have?
Final answer 52,580.
52,580. So that is the post-merger value now. But don't forget, this is not what they asked us to calculate. We are supposed to calculate maximum price, which is value of combined company minus value of predator company. So we just got in the value of combined company now. So let's go and get value of predator. Sorry, we've gotten value of combined company like this. We've gotten value of predator, which is this one. Abi now. So you just go and get the maximum price like that. So you now see maximum price. You now see value of combined company. You now see Assured Bank. Assured Bank is the name of their bank when they combine now. Say 52,580. Then who is the predator?
First Bank.
First Bank. What is that value again? 4320, if I'm correct. Am I
Yes,
correct?
correct.
Okay.
Yes.
So you now say
12,260.
maximum price. 12,000 what?
260.
12,260. Le bâton, simple 20 marks like this. You don't pass like this now.
For doing nothing.
For doing nothing, free mark.
It's
Let
a
me ask
lie.
the classic question. Based on this thing, what is the minimum price? Minimum price is what?
15,000 and
The price of the target company.
15,000 what?
The total value of the target company.
15,000. So that's the value of this. So they will not take this target company will not take less than its own value. Exactly. So this is the value of this one. This is the value of this one. And when they combine together, this would be their value. Do you have any question regarding this question? There shouldn't be now. This one is a simple question. It's an icon question now, Abby. Is it not? I think so. I don't know. I think it is. There's no link in SFM 2, okay? I better go. Oh yeah. Next question. Sharp. No time.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, Bukola, do you mean to ask me a question? No, there's no link there. Yeah. Oh yeah, Bukola, I'm listening to you.
Okay, thank you, sir. Good evening. Please, I want to ask something. If the maximum price that what was it called, that Shore Bank can pay the target company is 12,260. But looking at the minimum price that they can take, that Dundee Bank can take is 15,000 and 50,015. I don't get that, please.
You don't get what? If the what is what?
The minimum price that Dundee Bank can take with First Bank want to acquire them is 15,015 naira. But now we're not saying that the maximum price that the Assure Bank is willing to pay them is 12,260.
The Assured Bank is willing to pay who? Don't get it wrong, go. The maximum price is no maximum price that anybody is paying to pay anybody. Maximum price. Don't forget that this Assured Bank is a combination of the two banks together. This one they've acquired themselves. Maximum price that we are calculating here is just something like we are doing what's the name? Like profit. Not like profit, like something that you paid in excess. Don't forget this Assured Bank, they've merged here. We are just comparing it to just that bank alone. What this bank is just trying to just do is just to compare, okay, when I was alone and when I combined with you, and when I bought that bank, what was the price? What was the value? It's different from this minimum value that this Dundee Bank will take. Is different, totally different. It's not the same thing.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah. Joshua, well, talk to me, please.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir. I want to ask that in all of this, is there any synergy? I used to hear about synergy, so I want you to talk more about synergy. I also saw it in the note you sent to the group. So
I already explained what synergy is now. I already talked about synergy and all that.
So I mean in this now, like in all of this calculation,
they didn't ask you to calculate synergy now. If they had asked you to calculate synergy, you would have. But I think in one question in the question bank, I think synergy was there. So maybe we'll get there.
All right.
But in this particular one, there was no synergy. Oh yeah, question 2. Sharp.
Okay, sir. Illustration 2. The entire share capital of Techno Limited, an unlisted company, is held by the 3 directors of the company, Chief Oyomesi, Balogun, and Akogun.
Hold on. Okay, continue.
Okay, sir. They have decided to sell their shares in order to complete a divestment proposal agreed with management, and as such, which is to know the likely value of the shares before approaching prospective buyer. Should they fail to get buyers for the shares, the company will go in liquidation. The following information is provided in respect of the company: statement of financial position, all figures are assumed to be correct. B, extracted from the published statement of profit or loss and other comprehensive income for the last 3 years. All figures assumed to be correct. It was discovered that the inventory were overvalued at the end of 2008 by 600,000 naira. The directors have increased their remuneration in order to reduce the company's tax liabilities. A realistic charge for service rendered would be 1,875,000. The equipment is old and it is in need of replacement. The annual depreciation based on current replacement cost is in the region of 3 million naira. C. Each of the director expressed different opinion on the valuation method to be adopted. To Chief Oyomesi, it is most appropriate to value the shares on the off price per earning ratio. For the purpose, he argued that earnings should be defined as the average reported profit for the last 3 years after proper charge of depreciation and director's remuneration and correcting the error made on inventory in 2008. In his own opinion, Balogun recommended breakup basis using liquidation value as provided by experts. Akobu, on the other hand, believes that the dividend yield-based use, which available data is obtained from two similar but listed companies where he is a shareholder. The relevant data on the two listed companies engaged in similar line of business as Techno Limited are as follow. Figures assumed to be correct. E. Figures obtained from experts for item appearing in the statement of financial position of Techno Limited as 31st December 2011 are stated below. All figures assumed to be corrected. You are required, 1, complete the value of the entire share capital of Techno Limited using a price per earning basis with earnings computed on the basis proposed by Chief Oyomisi. B, net asset basis. C, liquidation breakup basis. D, replacement value basis. E, dividend yield basis. Note, you are making the valuation as at 31st December 2011. Ignore taxation and liquidation cost. Show all working. B, identify any two limitations associated with each of the above method. That's all.
Oh, wow. All these today questions just the long list. Thank you very much, madam. Thank you very, very much. Yeah.
You're welcome, sir.
Shall we? Yeah. What's the name of the company?
Techno Limited.
Madam, what thing be Techno?
Techno.
It's Miss Chika. I don't know what she's saying. Techno.
She's from Ebonyi State.
Now you know that one, no. Oh yeah, what they say we should calculate away.
First calculation, price per earnings basis with earnings computed in basis proposed by Chief Oyomesi.
To calculate, so you say calculation of price per earnings. Don't make it like this. Let me be professional. So you say valuation using your PE ratio or price per earnings basis. What's the formula? Market value equals, what's the formula?
Price earning times earning.
Times earnings. Now, the problem is, or the challenge is, I think they gave us a P ratio in the question. We could have just taken that P ratio and multiplied it by the earnings and move on. But let me tell you a trick. You know, I've been giving you guys tricks today. The trick I'll give you to you is, whenever, listen to me, according to where I can is today, whenever you want to use PE ratio, there is always, or most times, David and Ifena, please, your microphone. There's always, or most times, there's always an error with the earnings. I'm saying it. According to ICANN today, there is always, or most times, there's always a problem with the earnings. That's why it's always, sometimes the mark is always higher than the rest because they know that you need to go and do adjusted earnings. But when you now read the question, if there was nothing, they did not mention anything with earnings, please go and use it like that. But if they are saying something related to earnings, just know that there is a problem. Most times there's always a problem with the earnings. So this is where you will now start from. So you now go and say calculation of adjusted earnings. So you say workings. You say workings. Workings. So you now say workings 1. You say calculation. Okay, if you know, you say calculation of adjusted earnings. Yeah. So you do something like this. How many that thing they gave us, how many years was it?
3 years.
Was 2 years, okay. So you now say something like this. So let's do 4 tables. Let me make it 5. So the first one was 2010, yeah?
No, 29.
2009, 2010, 2011, and we've got our total here. So here you say something like this. Let me copy and paste it all. Okay, so what's the first issue that they had with their earnings?
Inventory.
What happened to the inventory?
They were overvalued by 600,000.
Yeah.
They were overvalued by 600,000. Okay. Now, since they were overvalued by 600,000, do I add back or I subtract?
Subtract.
Don't just pick one, no. That because you said before, because it says add or subtract, let me just pick one. You give me your reason, no. Why did you subtract, please?
Because our account is already overstated.
Because it was overvalued.
When inventory is overvalued, profit is undervalued. So because our profit was undervalued, we have to.
You have to what?
You have to add back. Oh, sorry,
Madam, are you-
subtract.
Pick one. Stay in one lane. Madam.
Overvalued inventory.
And I wanted to dash you money.
Overvalued inventory.
I wanted to dash that madam money. Because you're already on the right.
If it's overcharged, you add back. If it's undercharged, you deduct.
You add back, sir.
It was undervalued now. Why are you doing like agricultural students like this? Your closing, the closing inventory of 2008 was overvalued. So because the closing inventory of 2008 was overvalued, means the opening inventory of 2009 is also overvalued. Yes or yes?
Yes.
And if opening inventory is overvalued, it affects our cost of sales. Yes or yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Some of you don't even know what I'm saying. How do I get cost of sales? What's the formula for cost of sales?
Opening inventory, add
purchases,
less closing inventory.
If that other one was overvalued, it means that what it simply means is my cost of sales would obviously or definitely be also be undervalued. My cost of sales being undervalued means that my profit will also be undervalued, because my cost of sales that was supposed to be 20,000 is now giving me say maybe like 15,000 or something. Sorry, my cost of sales will be overvalued, not undervalued. Sorry.
Yes, overvalued.
Yes, my cost of sales will be overvalued, not undervalued. Because see what we are saying. What we are saying is this was supposed to be this opening inventory last year was supposed to be say It's supposed to be 10,000. Let's do it like this. Let's put figures to it so that it's better. 10,000. Say this one was 5,000. Minus, say we have 20,000 here. Abi? What would I have here? No, let me make this a little bigger. Let me say 20,000. This is the original one, yeah? So 25, 20, I have 5,000 as my cost of sales, Abi. I've changed that first. So I've got 5,000 as my cost of sales. Now imagine this opening inventory was now overvalued. See, it was now, instead of being 20,000, I kept 30,000. And I kept 30,000 plus 5,000 minus 20,000. What do I have?
15,000.
Do you understand what's happening here now? So this 15,000 and my cost of sales will now be overvalued. And my cost of sales being overvalued means that it would now reduce my profit. Yes, now, if you charge 20,000 profit on the two of them, which one will you have lower profit? Imagine our sales was 20,000 on the two of them. Our sales was 20,000. 20,000 on this one gives me a gross profit of how much? 15,000. 20,000 sales on this one gives me a gross profit of 5,000. Do you understand? So it means that my profit will now be undervalued. And my profit being undervalued means that you add back so that it gives you the exact figure. So yeah. Do you understand? I mean, people don't understand.
Oba.
Understand.
No, sir.
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir. Is it the closing stock that is overvalued or the opening stock?
It's not close. It's closing stock of 2008 now, but we don't have 2008 in our book.
Okay.
So it becomes opening inventory of next year.
Yes, sir.
It's 2009 that we have. That's why I kept it as opening inventory. Is there any challenge? If there's challenge with this one, the ones that are under more challenging.
No, we are good.
Oh, yeah, please, do you have any challenge? Please signify, let me know. Is it clear?
Sir, I know that.
Signify, let me know. Is there any question? Raise up your hand. Signify now. Yeah, Miss Faith, talk to me.
Okay, I want to understand. That is the closing inventory of 2019 was too high, and it now affected opening inventory of 2010. That makes it to be lower, which 600 should be added back. Am I correct?
It was closing inventory of 2008 that was overvalued.
28,
Madam, 2008 is in the question. 2008 was overvalued. So because it was closing inventory of 2008, it becomes opening inventory of 2009. That's why it's just going to be added. It will not even continue. That's the sweet part. It's just going to be for 2009 because you have corrected this already. It's not as if they did the mistake for the whole years now. It was just for 2008. And since you've corrected it, you've added it back in 2009, it stops there. Because now that you added it back, they will now have a proper or a correct profit or loss in that 2009. So that is the one that will now continue overboard. So it's just going to, so you add back just on this year alone. Did you get it now? Did you get it, Miss Faith?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome. Joshua, will talk to me, please.
Now, thank you, sir. If we now add back that amount, then you know that we have used the closing inventory as opening inventory before in that one. So me, I'm thinking, are we not going to touch those ones too, or we just do 2008, we correct 2008, the 2009.
That's what I corrected now.
Okay. I just want to get that part.
It's 2009, because these are the years on top of it. It's 2009 I corrected. Please, do you have any other question, please? Let me explain again. This thing is not hard. There was an inventory that was overvalued in 2008. That is, the inventory that was supposed to be in their book was supposed to be like 20,000. But what they now add was 30,000. So it has been, or the what they now add was 20,600 instead of 20,000. So it has been overvalued. So now, how do you now correct that error? Now, I know some of you are looking at it has been overvalued now. This is accounting. It's not agreed. Some of you be looking at it has been overvalued. So since it has been overvalued, I should subtract so that you reduce it. No. Is it English we are doing? No, now. It's money that we are looking at and the things that it affects. It has been overvalued by 600. That overvaluation that it has done in that 2008 last one, he has boosted. That 2008, that 600 in 2008, it has boosted the cost of sales. Inventory will affect your cost of sales. It has boosted the cost of sales. That cost of sales that it has boosted, that cost of sales that it has boosted would have reduced the profit. But because we don't have 2008 in our years, that's why we are not treating it at all in this 2008. If we had 2008 in our number of years that was provided for us, we would have studied 2008 and closed the book. But because we don't have 2008, we only started from 2009. Is why we are starting from 2009. But because we closed with it in 2008, means that we are going to open with it in 2009 with that same value. So don't forget that opening inventory would have affected our cost of sales, and our cost of sales affect you less your cost of sales from your profit now. So since if your cost of sales is overvalued, it means that your profit will reduce. And if it was undervalued, it means that these are things that some of you used to do in your organization and you don't used to know. You just don't know. All those window dressing that people used, that you'll be reducing. These are things that people used to do, that they will be increasing. They will be increasing cost of sales just to reduce profit. Let me give you guys some accounting error or some accounting window dressing principle. I wish I can unmute. I can stop recording so that you guys don't have evidence. Don't record me. Oh, my professional license is very important. But but anyways, now the thing is, I'm sure some professional accountant knows, but like some people, if you want to window dress, most people used to focus on expenses. Most people used to focus on expenses. Why? Because they feel like is a how would I say it? Some expenses are large. Some organizations that they run a lot of expenses. So it's easier to reduce your profit from expenses. But what you don't know is expenses can be, how would I say, this small bit. See, some of you are already jotting. Some of you, what I've been saying is more, you were not jotting, but you reach this part. You don't carry Bible. God is looking at you. But what I'm saying is expenses is small money. If you want to reduce your profit with bulk, you cannot be using expenses. Yes, now expenses. How much expenses do you want to say you incur? You cannot say you incur advertising expense and put 2 billion there now. It would cause suspicion. You understand? So if you want to reduce your profit with bulk money, deal with cost of sales. If you want to reduce your profit with bulk money, deal with cost of sales. I will not say more than that. How you want to deal with it? That one is consulting. I will send you my account number when you reach my DM. Oh yeah. Do you have any question, please? I hope not.
How we qualify now?
No. So that's that. So you add back this one. What other issues with their earnings? Yeah. What other issues with their earnings?
Directors.
The directors have increased their remuneration in order to reduce company tax liabilities.
They have increased their tips. So they have increased their remuneration.
Yes, sir.
They increased it by what?
1,875,000
each.
No, the right amount ought to
The
be
right
1
amount is
million.
supposed to be 1,875, but they increased it to 2,000.
So they increased it to 2.5.
Is it 2.5? Yes, 2.5
Yes,
for
2.5.
2.9 2010 and
Okay.
3,000.
So you will now say excess. Is this on board? So you say excess directors remuneration. Do I add back or subtract?
Add it back in.
You subtract, sir.
Why am I subtracting?
Because they are charging higher.
Maybe the same thing I just explained now.
He's whining you, sir.
You should better be whining me. Since it's the same thing I just explained now, excess directors remuneration too now, they would have the salaries has been overstated now. High salaries means higher expenses, yes or yes? Yes, higher salaries means they should have quoted less than that. Quoted 1875 each. They now quoted 2529 3000. Higher salaries means higher expenses. Higher expenses means what? It means lower profit now.
Exactly.
And lower profit means you add back. Oh yeah.
Exactly.
So for the first year, what do I have? Oh yeah. It's differences that you will take.
625.
The people that even employed to call figure for me, then they are nowhere to be found. Now wow. 625,
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we. Yeah, Joe.
1025.
Mm-hmm.
1125.
125.
1125.
So what's my total?
2775.
2 what?
2775.
2775. I don't think I kept the 600 here. 600. Oh yeah. What was the last one?
Depreciation on assets.
Depreciation. What happens to their depreciation? What did they do to it?
The equipment is old and it needs to be replaced. The annual depreciation based on current replacement cost is in the region of 3 million.
And what did they now do to it? Like, what did the directors do to the depreciation now?
The depreciation is for replacement value, sir.
They undercharged it.
How much was it supposed to be?
3 million.
They now charge how much?
They charge
2,250. And it was supposed to be 3 million. So what happens? What do I add back? I will subtract.
Add it back.
Everything
You
that
subtract.
some of you don't understand the basis of what we are doing. So I want to add back. No one.
So, I have a question. I raised up my hand earlier.
What's the differences between the two, please? I don't go down my list.
750.
Across the board, have you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, across.
When I told you that for excess directors remuneration, our expenses was overcharged, we add back. Now the position is being undercharged. Some of you are still saying add back. It's undercharged, you subtract now. Undercharge means, God of mercy, lower depreciation expenses. Just look at it like this. Once you undercharge something, it means that you have what's the name? You have reduced. Don't look at the figure. Don't look at the English. Look at the figure. Look at the figure. Lower depreciation expenses. Lower depreciation expense because you are supposed to charge 2,250. Now charged 3,000. No, they are supposed to charge 3,000. They now charge 2,250. So they have kept a lower depreciation expense. It means that they have reduced their depreciation. They have reduced their expenses. Lower expenses means higher profit.
Higher profit.
So it means that the profit has been overstated now. Since profit has been overstated, you will reduce it. They shout this thing for CR, shout them for FR, shout them for everywhere. Yeah, what's the total?
2250.
2,000. Somebody's unmuted and is not calling figure for me. I'm removing the person. I hope I don't catch the person there. Don't catch. 2,000 what?
250.
250.
I removed the wrong person. Oh, Tim. I removed the wrong person. He pay me, sir. Me the man no vex. No vex. No vex. Anyways, let me change this. Oh yeah, let me take questions. Oh yeah, ask me. What was not clear with this one? Just raise up your hand. Let me look forward. Ask me question. Oh yeah. Miss Elena. Fuck me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
Fuck
Thank
me.
you, sir.
Fuck me.
So for my question is, can we say like a faster way to identify this overcharge or undercharge is that when we are looking at the profit impact, right? That is to know, um, that's we are looking at the profit impact. Like for instance, let's say that the overcharge reduces profit. So in order to increase that profit back, we are adding it. That's why I'm just trying to see if it makes sense that way.
Exactly. That is the way. That is the way it is.
Okay.
Because you are supposed. What the thing is, the mistake is what it is. You are supposed to make 1 million. That you're supposed to make, but because of a mistake you've made, maybe you have increased something, or you have okay, maybe you have increased your expenses. You now made the thing is what you guys don't know is let me explain what you guys don't know to you is. I'm still going to use that my example. You are supposed to make 1 million, but because you have increased your expenses, some of you be saying because of the word increase. Don't forget that expenses is supposed to be negated. So you're supposed to make 1 million. You have not increased your expenses. Say you increase your expenses to 2,000. What you don't know is you will make lesser profit. Yes, now you will make lesser profit instead of you making that 1 million or the 1,000. You will now make about 950 because you have increased your expenses. Your expenses will reduce. Your expenses, if you charge your expenses on your gross profit, and it has been increased, it will reduce the gross profit. I mean, it will reduce the total profit. Don't look at the word increased or reduced. That's just what I would say. Just look at the impact on the profit. If it has increased your profit, if that effect has increased your profit, if it has increased your profit, you need to reduce your profit back to the normal one. And if it has reduced your profit, you need to add back so that it gets you to the normal profit. Is that fine?
Yes, sir, that's fine. Makes sense. Thank you so much.
I know that it makes sense. So you're welcome. You say I'm proud now, but no, I'm Mr. Ife now. I can hear you.
So I'm very sorry to draw you back, but I just need some clarification or something.
Ask me.
So what I've been moving around in my head is when they say replacement, that was supposed to just eject the amount that is on the statement originally and use the new amount that is being stated in the additional information that's replaced it with that. That's what I'm being told. But now I'm seeing something different in here now.
So what you're saying now is we change the 2,250 and replace it with 2,000, yeah?
Exactly, that's what they told me. So I just want to know, so
who told you?
My brain. This was, I think it was last diet, yes. So I need clarification. So I know what I'm taking away from my brain.
Yeah, I don't even know what I don't even know the diet came out. First take that issue, that thing that they told you, first take it away first. Now the thing is, let me tell you the effect or what happens is now in a normal, don't forget that these figures were already imputed. Listen, no. These figures, don't forget that what you are doing is you are doing what we call backdating. If it was FR or SBR, they will tell you to go and do IS 8, accounting errors and principles, where you will now go and do I know book, but that's what they will go and tell you to go and because you've made errors in the past. But SFM, we don't have IS 8 here. We can always correct our figures by backdating. Don't forget what you are doing is you are backdating these figures. Those years already passed. So you cannot just remove the figures totally and add another new figure. Now, don't now forget that at the end of the day, if you remove the new figure and if you remove the old figure and remove and add the new figure, the impact might be the same. Yes, now. Let me tell you why. A division of 2,250. Let's practicalize it. Life is cuckoo. I could have time. Even though I'm tired, but let's practicalize it. Let's say 2009. You had depreciation. Oh no, let me do it like this. Let me say you say debt, depreciation. You now say, what was that figure again? 2,250, if I'm correct.
2,215.
Okay, so you now say, let's assume that your profit. You say your profit. I'm just going to assume a profit. Say profit is now, let's say we have 1,000 profits. No, I will not have a real sales. Okay, let me put a sales here first, or let me put a gross profit here first. say your GP, that's your gross profit. You had, okay, this is 1,000. That means this would have been 3,350. Now, this is for 2009. Watch. Now come to, so now what they now said is this should have been what? This should have been 3,000. You now come and now say, you now remove the old 2,250 and now kept 3,000, Abby. So you now say, let me just say 2009. Sorry. Still use the same gross profit of 3,350. Of 3,350. Now use 3,000, which is supposed to be the exact original amount, Abby. Now, what would I have as my gross profit? This will be about 350, Abby.
Yes.
This will be about 350. Now, this 350 that is here, do you know that the difference between this 350 and this 1,000 is that 750 that was not added here? I mean, that was added here. I don't know if I'm making sense. That 750 difference of that depreciation is as a result of that 750. So what I'm saying is, because you are correcting an error, you are not particularly you are backdating now, so you cannot go back and go and remove all those figures and now put a new figure there. No, now. So the best thing is, now that you've gotten a new profit, this is what they did. So instead of now going to go and do this, just that 750, just take care of that 750. So you will now go and I think we added back now. Do we add back? Abi, we subtracted. We subtracted. Abi?
We subtracted.
We subtracted because so what we're now supposed to, so that means this is the one we subtracted from. So so if you just subtract this 1,000 naira, this is what they did, and this is what it should have been. Abi, now they kept 2,250 in statement of financial position, and it should have been 3,000. Instead of us going to remove this 3,250 and replacing it with 3,000, why not just subtract 750 from this 1,000 so that we now later have that at 350? Not making sense. Instead of removing this whole figure and replacing it, just subtract, because we are backdating now. Just subtract it from the profit, from the total earnings. So yeah, at the end of the day, you now have this three. That's why we always have notes to the account. So those notes to the account will now explain that okay, there was a state correction of error where the depreciation was overcharged, then we subtracted blah blah blah. Then at the end of the day, we now have 350. You cannot just go back and remove a old figure and hard figure to it. Any other mistake that is relating to backdating should be corrected from the profit. Sure.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Yeah. Any other question? No. Let's continue. Yeah. So I'm canceling all these things. So what do I have in total? So what's my total earnings not going to look like that? So you now come here, you now say, let me add another table. So you now say start below. So you would say adjusted earnings. You say adjusted earnings. So yeah, what's the addition of this one?
5.
What?
1125.
1125. Sorry. We have profits now. Sorry. So profits. Give my profit. Sorry, we have profit for the year now. This is what we are correcting now. So we should have a new profit. We should add our old profit to it so that we know that we've corrected it. What was our profit for the year?
3250.
3250.
36.
36.
4175.
4175. Total. The total is what?
11025.
Yes, so now we cannot do our thing with that thing. Our
Adjusted
earnings. So now it's adjusted earnings. Yeah, what do I have?
12150.
12 bit about.
Oh, sorry.
3725 for 2009.
That is supposed to be total.
Yeah. My total is what?
3875.
12150.
How did you get total without getting the individual? I fear you. 3,000.
3875.
This uncle.
4550. 4550.
Yeah. So, but don't forget, because and another thing you should know is whenever you want to use PE ratio, please listen. No, always use average. Are you listening to me? This is about 4 years now. Which year are you going to pick now? Or this is about 3 years? Which one are you going to pick? So that's how I was doing that. Always try to use average, please. Whenever you want to use PE, because the years would be given to you would most likely be different years. So you have to do average, say average earnings. That's why the mark is always plenty. Because there's work there. So you now say average earnings. So what's our earnings? So you now say so you'd say 12,150 over Kenya over 3. What do I have?
£4,050.
Average P ratio too. It's the average PE ratio. What's my PE ratio? What is how many was I given? I'll be giving about 2.
2.
What are the figures? Yeah.
5.4.
5.4. Company 2, 6.6.
Yeah. 6. Average is 6.
So what do I do next?
You compute the P ratio.
So what am I going to do like that? That's 6 times 4,050, Abby.
Okay, this P ratio,
Yes,
we need to water it down.
Average it.
As you average the P ratio, I've averaged the P ratio already now.
We need to water it down.
Okay. Now, for my students that did not attend or that have only been listening to me, listen. There's always a challenge when you're using the PE ratio. Listen to me. The challenge with using PE ratio is most times I can't know what they are doing. Now, what they would do is they would give you your own company. They will say that your company is not listed. Listen, no. You say that your own company is not listed, but the other company or the PE ratio of the companies they will give to you will not be listed. Listen to me. If your company is not listed, but the PE ratio is a listed company. If the two are unlisted, fine, you don't need to make any adjustments. If the two are listed, fine, you don't need to make any adjustments. But if your own company is not listed, that is, its shares are not being traded on the stock exchange, but the proxy company's PE ratio is listed, you will make an adjustment. Yes, now PE ratio of an unlisted company cannot be the same as PE ratio of a listed company. Now you need to factor risk. The risk factors are not the same thing now. They don't have the same risk element. So you need to factor that risk. Since your own company is unlisted and the proxy company is listed, so you need to factor a particular risk. What's not the risk you will now factor? SFM has told us that they've given you guys the grace to take between 75% and 99% of that PE ratio. It's just an assumption. It's just a general assumption that you can assume 75% or 99% of this PE ratio. Now, if you read this question very well, let me go back to the question. The question says that part of the PE ratio is people that want to chatter or people should not even complain. They say that the relevant data of the two listed companies engage in similar business. Listed companies. Go and check Techno Limited. I'm sure they are unlisted. An unlisted company. Do you understand? So this unlisted company cannot have the same PE ratio as these two companies. They cannot. So you need to adjust our own. You need to adjust their own price earnings. So this, like I said, they've given you permission to take within 75 or 99% of this PE ratio. What I always advise my students, take 85. 85 is in the middle. Take 85. 85 is not closer to 75. Is hey, it's closer to 75 and it's closer to 99. So take 85%. But I always advise my students. So you now say, so what I'm saying is you now say, you see, based on assumption, based on assumption, we use 85%. So you now say MV equals to, sorry, not MV now. You now say PE ratio is equals to 85% times 6. What do I have? What do I have?
5.1.
So you now say MV, which is equals to 5.1 times 4,000.
20,655.
20,000.
20,655.
20,655. Oh, Roberto. As simple as ABC. What do you say we should do next? We are
Net asset basis. Net asset basis.
we should use net asset basis, Abby.
Yes, sir.
And I've told you guys before that when you want to use net, please, I'll take questions. Please hold on. I've told you guys before that when you want to do net asset basis, just go to the statement of financial position, copy all the figures there. So you now see 2. I already know my answer just by looking at the question. If I look at the question like this, I know that if I want to use net asset basis, my answer is 30,400. I just copy everything here as it is here. Go and please let me even show you how you would do it. Just copy it like this. I hope you paste well. And go do shit. Just copy it down. And come here. Save valuation using net asset basis. Yeah, don't scatter. But by that time I could arrange it. Yeah. I don't even know the one that is longer. Well, make I type a big. I think this one is longer. But by that time I can arrange it. I'll arrange it that way. I go arrange and we go sharp. Don't think I have time. Yeah, let me just type it, JJ. So what's the first one there?
Freehold.
Non-current asset, Abby. How was the arrange? Just call it for me the way it was arranged. Non-current asset. Okay.
Non-current assets.
Non-current assets.
Naira in thousands. Twice.
So freehold what?
Freehold properties at cost.
Madam, I like this asset though. Freehold properties. I say I like women now, but no. She likes that accent. No, you know, suits your body. Cost. Oh yeah. What's the first one?
6,500. Second one, the second place.
Can use any.
Okay.
Can use.
Equipment at cost less depreciation.
Okay, they did not total it. Oh, okay. I thought they total. I could total it as well. Anyone? Mungo, equipment at can.
At cost less depreciation.
Equipment less depreciation. Mungo.
15,600.
15,600. That's what I mean.
Correct.
Yes, sir. You want to total it 2,200.
2,200. Hello. 2,300. I mean.
100.
100.
So what do I have next?
Current asset.
Current assets. Yeah.
Inventories. 6,975. 6,975,000.
Oh, I'm active. Inventory what?
Inventories. 6,975,000.
600,975. What else?
Account receivables.
Receivables. How much?
4,825.
What's that again?
Cash equivalent bank.
What's there? How much?
650.
No.
Yes, sir. Total.
How much?
12,450.
Yeah.
Less current liabilities.
Yeah.
4,150.
Okay, it's one current liabilities.
Yes, sir.
4,000.
150.
That's what I mean.
Yes, sir.
So what's my total? What's my total?
8,300.
8,000. Was that what I saw?
30,400.
Off of your.
Sorry, sir.
Okay, total of that one. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Hold on. Okay, I check something again. I'm coming out to confirm something. 1 minute. Okay, less this is 8,300. Okay. But that's the own problem. Let me just do mine like this. So total is 8,300.
Yes, sir.
And you still say yes, sir. 30,400.
Sorry.
So this is your business valuation using net asset. No pass like this. Just copy and paste. That's what I'm telling you. Copy and paste. But you can just come here and just for writing sake, you can just say valuation using
You wrote it already.
no. I want to write answer.
Okay.
Just for writing sake, it's not particularly necessary, but just to show that you should write something. Yeah. Which one are we doing again?
Okay. Liquidation breakup base.
What are the figures you say what are the figures you should change?
Freehold properties. Freehold properties.
Equipment and inventory.
Change freehold property to what?
15,000.
Replacement value of 15,000.
Equipment, simple.
5,000.
8,650.
For liquidation now. 5,000.
8,650. Is still at
I'm very lost.
replacement. There's replacement value and liquidation value.
I'm talking about liquidation now.
We're talking of liquidation. 5,400.
5,400.
Yeah, I go look and by myself. See it here now. Yeah.
Inventories.
You won't give me the same figure again now. It's gonna be 2,400. Inventory, huh?
8,000.
So this one given.
That's
Oh yeah. I've just done this in one table.
13,475.
18,000.
13.
What do I was my total?
$9,325.
$9,000 what?
325.
No, this figure would not be the same. Please confirm this figure. 12. No, this one is not correct. This one is what? 1225 plus this 10.
13,475.
13,475.
13,475 plus 2,400. That's 33,875 minus this 10.
29,725.
Which one do you say we should do again? Usually this one is easy.
Replacement value basis.
It's not even hard. Replacement value basis. So you just do the same thing for it. Just do copy and paste. Life no hard. You just do valuation using replacement value. Yeah. I saw now. This word used to stress me. Oh yeah. Which one are we replacing? Which one are we changing?
Pre-owned property,
To what?
15,000. Equipment, 8,650.
What's my total?
23,650. Inventories, 4,350.
What's my total?
Current asset total, 9,825.
What's my total?
29,325.
Again?
That's what I got.
I don't know. Okay, the first one was 725. Okay. That's the answer.
Last one, dividend sheet base.
Dividend yield.
Yes, sir.
Well,
Sorry, sir. More grace.
Thank you. It's more
Sorry,
food.
sir.
More food too. Say valuation using Dividend yield. Now, this dividend yield is divided into two anyways. If you check it and they give you dividend yield in the question, what I'm saying is, it's not the usual DO 1 plus G blah blah blah. That one is dividend valuation. This one is dividend yield. If we're giving dividend yield, you do like we are doing earnings yield. Do you understand? That one that you just divide, do average dividend, divide. The way people are looking at me. This is what I'm saying.
And do assumption as well.
Don't need assumption for dividend.
Okay, sir.
What I'm saying is you say your MV is equals to equals to dividend over dividend yield. So what's our dividend? What's our dividend?
2,250.
2,250. Our dividend yield don't go.
Company 1 is 9%, while company 2 is 11%.
When I say calculation of average dividend yield, so you now say
Thank you, sir.
You now say what did you say the dividend is again?
2,250.
No, the yield 9.
Company 1 9%, company 2
9
11%.
11 over 2. What do I have?
10.
So my dividend yield is 10. So you come here and you say, what is our, you go for our dividend is 1 million.
No, 2,250.
2,250 divided by 0.10. What do I have?
2,500.
What?
2,500.
No pass like this. So you can compare now. Just look for the one that has higher value. So if you look at it, using this one has 20,655. Using it as 30,400. Liquidation has 29,725. So you can, this one has 29, this one has 22,500. So you can just see, even if they don't say you should recommend, you can recommend. Just say recommendation. It will be that their name again. The
Techno Limited.
you know your Messi. You know those are your Messi guy, Abby.
Yes.
So you can see Techno Limited should use net assets basis. Who suggested it?
Oh, you're missing.
Oh, you're
No,
messy.
no.
Suggested by who? Suggested by who now?
You want to confirm, sir?
I'm gonna look recommended breakup.
None of them.
Okay, none of them actually, but this one says breakup basis in using liquidity. Okay, none of them anyways. So you can say using net asset basis. If one of them you could have suggested by blah blah blah, but since none of them, the only she use net asset basis because it provides a higher valuation method. If you now want to even go further so that you tell examiner that no be say I guess, I sabi what they do. The last one, the one that is lowest is 22,500, which is the PE ratio. I be dividend yield. Now go and look for who told you to use dividend yield, so you go cost them.
Akogun.
So you now say Akogun's proposal of using dividend yield should be completely disposed because it provides the lowest valuation, higher valuation method. Okay. Higher valuation, it provides the higher valuation because it provides the lowest valuation, and dividend yield are not dividend yield is not appropriate to value or to properly. Don't say is. Please, your case study, don't be saying is it, because and dividend yield may not be appropriate to provide the exact value. Lobaton, did you have any question? Mr. Maka. Yeah.
Okay, sir. There I asked a question on
I cannot hear you.
Well, can you hear me now, sir? Okay. What if we're given in a question 2% uncollectible receivables? Are we going to apply that? That's we are going to deduct the 2% on the receivables across board. That's throughout the how will I explain it? That's we're going to apply it on liquidation basis. We're going to also apply it on.
It will just be on 2%. What 2%?
Uncollectible receivables.
If it's uncollectible, I think they'll charge it on realizable, just on realizable basis, because 2% uncollectible should affect realizable, not liquidation, because it's not safe. Uncollectible means like bad debts now. So it means some figures were not, so amounts were not realized. So you charge it on realizable basis.
Only. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Realizable when I have a replay. I think it's realizable. Yeah, Mr. Adams.
Oluaye of SFM himself, I salute you, sir.
Ogami, sir.
I just want you to repeat on that 85% assumption. Onshoju, bye.
What I said was, watch the question before you charge PE ratio. After you've done the average, don't just go and charge the average straight up. Check the listing of the company. If your own company is unlisted, but don't forget that those things are proxy companies. The two companies are proxy companies. You cannot use PE ratio, even in real life. You cannot use PE ratio of a proxy company to calculate PE ratio of you cannot use PE ratio of a listed company to calculate PE ratio of an unlisted company. It cannot work. Their shares are listed now. The risk factor, the P ratio cannot be the same thing. Normally, P ratio of a listed company is supposed to be higher than the P ratio of an unlisted company. But PE ratio of a listed company is supposed to be higher than the PE ratio of an unlisted company. They are on incorporate risk now. So it's supposed to be higher than that of an unlisted company. So that's why we now say, okay, since it's supposed to be higher, I want to use PE ratio of a listed company because the two companies given to us have been listed. And they said the two of them, we did the average is 6. And it's supposed to be higher than our own. So we have to reduce our own now. So if we want to reduce our own, and I said SFM has now given us permission to use within 75 to 99%. You can use 75, it works. Just go and write it under, say assumption. It was assumed, you assumed 75% of the PE ratio. You can use 75, you can use 76, anything you like. But I said for the best, I like to use 85%. So that it's not as if it's going to be accurate, but it's just closer. You just pick 85%.
Okay, sir.
Ratio.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome. Maliki. Maliki Tulua, talk to me, please.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Yes.
Sir, in using business valuation now, what if the company is indebted? Maybe there's a debt factor. Are we going to subtract it from the net asset value?
You are not subtract. I told you now, if you are using net asset, what are you trying to calculate first? Let me first ask. Which method are you trying to use?
Using the net asset asset now.
Then the net asset, you don't just carry. I told them just carry anything in the statement of financial position and go and put it there. Whatever they subtract it. Whatever they add it. If they add liability, add it to your own. Whatever they shall kept in the statement of financial position, go and paste it to your own too.
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you, sir.
Whatever they do, paste it. Olayinka David, talk to me, please.
Good evening, sir.
Good
So
evening.
thank you for everything. So really appreciate it, sir. So my question is, when we are using dividend valuation, so is there a situation where we can now they can tell us that dividend has not been paid?
When you are doing, you can.
You can.
If you are doing,
If you are doing
dividend as been paid. So you
dividend
can
has
be
been paid,
on a
so you
make.
can be on a make.
Okay. So if you are doing, what's the name now? If you are saying your dividend has not been paid or dividend has been paid, majorly it works better. It works better in your cost of capital when they say dividend that's just for your market value, blah blah blah, and all those things. But in this particular one, I'm very aware I will explain that people will not get confused. If they say that don't worry, they cannot tell you dividend has not been paid. Don't worry.
Okay,
For business
all right.
value. For business value. You get one thing where I won't cook, but if I cook that thing, like is this kitchen go burn? So make I better just leave them to protect the sanity of the class. But yeah, let me just stick to that. Yeah, please have any other question, please. Do you have any other question? Any question? Any question? Let me look for assignments for you people. Do I have assignments in our question bank? Now, I'm coming on. Let me look for assignments. As I don't try, you people should go and try. As I don't try, you people should go. I'm coming on. Let me look for that in DSF. Let me look for assignments. Do you have any other question in our question bank?
We have question illustration 3.
One more question.
Yes, sir.
I don't want this one. This one free cash flow is hard.
This one is free cash flow available.
Hey. Oh, who's the person that asked? Mr. Maka. Mr. Maka, you there?
Yes, sir.
Was you that asked me about that 2%, Abby?
Yes, sir.
What year is that question?
I think that's November 2015. Let me find out.
Find out and give me the number. That's your assignment.
Okay, sir.
Find out and let me know now, so I'll tell them to go and do it. Joshua Wealth, your question, please.
Thank you, sir. I don't have access to the question bank. I'm just joining for the first time. Please, can I have access to it?
I don't know anybody don't have it. It's on the group chat now. I know on the group chat.
I'm in SFM one, or I didn't see it. I'm sorry, please.
I even sent it before the class, before the link. Check it.
Okay, share this document you sent, Sabi.
Yes, now there's business valuation that is written there.
No verse.
Thank you. Yeah, Miss Agmaka, have you seen it? 2015 what? Anyways, now what I would want you to do now, based on these things we've done, this is the assignment I will give you. Apart from the one that Amaka wants to bring. See, let me tell you guys something. MPV is simpler than this business valuation. No? That is always number one. Why is MPV simpler? MPV or investment appraisal is simpler because there's a pattern. At least you cannot get zero. If you do inflation, you do sales inflation, you do variable cost inflation, you do all those inflation, you cannot get zero. When it comes to business valuation, believe me, you can get zero. And you never know where to start from because the questions are not in one pattern. The question type or the question structure varies. So this is what I want you guys to do for me. Go and take Apex question, past question guide. Now go and put all those questions on business valuation one by one. The one you can lay your hands on them. The one you cannot. The one you know but you can leave free cash flows, because you know we've not done free cash flow. So you can leave free cash flow. I'll finish free cash flow in our next class and I will introduce maybe portfolio theory or option pricing or something else. Yeah. So, but maybe I will solve one or two more questions. I don't know, depending on my mood. But let's see the way it goes. But anyways, just look for questions, solve questions, attempt questions. If you get stuck,
asking the question.
If you get stuck, send to me. Then what's the name?
Sir, is May 2015 question 2.
Thank you. So if I get stuck, send to my number, then I can check for you or help you out. So they said that question. The question is May 2015 question 2. So that's the one I want to see. So please attempt that one. And any other one you see in the question in the Pathfinder, also attempt them. Please attempt them. Check the pattern in which they set questions. Check those patterns. Business valuation is easy to fail. So please check the pattern and read basically. So please, September, Abi, that thing I said earlier, that year that I said earlier, please check the year and solve that question. Please, do you have any other general question, please? Do you have any question? Any other? Okay, Joshua, what is it the previous one, Abi, is a new one?
A previous and I bet cut them.
Okay, I caught your hand. Mr.
Lashinle,
Mm.
I know I dropped a message for you which you've not responded, and that question has made me stuck in that particular question.
I define PA. I wish I can get a PA that will know the things I know. That it will just go and be answering that, just be answering those questions. Just undo that phone and be answering those questions. I define PA. If one of you qualify and you know SFM very well, please, I'll pay you well.
$10 per hour.
That's how now. How much gonna be minimum wage?
How much they pay now?
How much be minimum wage gonna? I better go. So, but I will try, Mr. Very sorry, I will try. Pressure just be everywhere, but I'll try. I'll do better.
It's okay. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Make I employ Amaka. Make Amaka disappoint me. I beg. You should leave me. Miss Elena, I can hear your question, darling.
Yes, sir. So I was just a bit confused with the formula for market value. You know, the first one that you did that had growth, that's one that we use DO1 plus G over I think cost of equity minus growth here. So this new one now that we did, the valuation for dividend basis, we use dividend over dividend yield. So I'm trying to like understand so that because I might be a bit confused during the exam. Is it that we are saying dividend yield is the same as cost of equity? I don't know.
It's not new one. No. This one is because they gave us dividend yield. Dividend, that one is just strictly dividend valuation. This one is dividend yield. 5 is different from 5A. Abi, 5A is different from 5B. Exactly. So dividend valuation is your normal DO1 plus GKE minus G. But this one, because we're giving dividend yield, if dividend yield was not in the question, they would have probably done a different thing. But because they gave us dividend yield in the question, that's why we did dividend over dividend yield. It's slightly different from dividend valuation.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Any other question, Ejo? Okay, in the absence of no other question, you guys will most likely hear from Mr. Sheriff on Wednesday. I don't know the topic you will take, but please try to be there. In case you don't know, I'll finish SFM by this time next month. So any class that is fixed, please be there, and we'll fix most classes that you will not be convenient with. Manage us, and some of our classes will be impromptu. See that I'm telling you people now, not be saying that way it will happen. People will not be vexing you. I beg. I'm telling you, some classes will be impromptu. Say maybe 30 minutes, 30 minutes update or 50 or 20. I will not do 15. 30 minutes update. Least don't let me go lower. Say least 30 minutes. You get 30 minutes update. Some classes will be impromptu and some classes will be fixed. Try as much as possible to be there. Try as much as so I will just cover up so that it's not everybody that will come for revision. So if you want to come for revision, it's fine. If you don't want to, it's still fine. So in the absence of no question, I'm sure I've told you guys before, please, I'm into installations or deployment of accounting softwares. If you want to pay me if you want to pay me back for these things I do, pass first. Pass is the first reward you can give me. Once you pass, I'm very, very rewarded. I'm happy to the brim. Don't give me one cover as long as you pass and that you pass SFM. Or even if you pay tax or you pay audit, I really don't care that much. But as long as you pass SFM, I'm fulfilled. So please try as much as possible to pass. That's my first reward. My second reward is now that your company now wants to do installations or deployment of accounting software. You now say, I have somebody that the person is sharp, die. Say, contact him and they give me the job, they bring money. You have rewarded me. But your own reward will not be in heaven like that. Why will you leave me awake? I'm tired. When I'm tired, I always talk too much. Make I go. So please solve your assignment and enjoy the rest of your day. Good night, everyone.
Mo yọ fúnra mi. Ojú ayé SFM.
Bye.
Mr. Adams.
Good night, sir.
Mr. Adams, have you done hype man work before?